Welcome to Purepost.co. I'm Anthony Garcia, CEO and co-founder. The purpose of this video is to provide an overview on how quick and simple it is to actually build a Purepost professional identity, as well as immediately download your resume, which can be utilized to upload to any job board, any applicant tracking system if you're applying to a specific company, as well as you can just print it off and utilize it for interviewing or informational interviews. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. And the next video that will be out shortly will be a more detailed description, but we'll go ahead and get started right now. So with any application you're using nowadays, you got to verify, so we'll do that first. And so I was in the Army. My years of service were 1999 to May 2007. Now the great thing about Purepost is this can be utilized for somebody who's in the process of transitioning, or somebody who's been out of the military for a year or even several years, because you can also input your private sector experience. But what we do for you is we translate your job title, job description into private sector terminology from your military experience, as well as map your skills, hard, soft, and technical. So what you're getting from us is actually an exact translation of what you did in the military. No other service can provide that. So we'll go ahead and check our email. We will confirm. And then we'll go ahead and jump right into it. So, I was in the Army. I was an officer, 67 Juliet. Now you can scroll down, or you can type it in, and it'll autocomplete for you. Okay, so I got out in May of 2007. So we've kind of done a little bit of work for you. We're asking for your most recent 3 positions, and we'd like them working backwards. And if you're asking why, your 3 most recent positions are really what's most critical when entering the private sector. We recommend inputting a 4th position at a later time, but the information that you're going to provide to us right here is going to be enough for us to potentially sell you to a hiring manager or recruiter for a potential interview. Now we're not actually selling you, but this tool is designed to market you professionally. So once you've completed what I'm about to demonstrate, you've got everything there that's going to be required for a hiring manager or recruiter to be attracted to at least taking a look at you, who you are professionally. So I started my last position prior to getting out of the military in February in Fort Sam Houston. Again, we kind of do a little bit of work for you. Active duty, I got out as a captain, or that was my last position, and I was instructional leadership. Schoolhouse instructor, I was at the officer basic course as an instructor. So we saved that. Now we'll go ahead and add the next position. And so for this next position, from 2006 to 2003, October, I was at Fort Lewis, Washington. Now we autocomplete that for you, but I was also in Balad, Iraq. A combination of almost in between for about 2.5, 3 years. active duty captain, and I was operational leadership, and I was a flight platoon leader. So we'll go ahead and save that. And then for the next position, I will say May of 2003. I was in Balad, Iraq. I went straight from my last location to Iraq, and again, I was a captain. Assignment type, operational leadership, and then I was a section leader or team leader. We'll save. And so there we go. We got our 3 positions. We're going to click next. And then we recommend that you upload a profile photo. If you're in the active duty military, we definitely lean towards your dress uniform. People in the private sector are impressed by that. If you're in the private sector already, wear something that's business casual, or a suit would definitely do. So we'll go ahead and just complete this. I'm not going to upload an image for this example just for time's sake. And so when I got out of the military, I actually got out in San Antonio, so we're gonna do as such. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Obviously, that's not my real phone number, but you get the idea. Okay, there we go. So we now bring you into the app, and we provide a little bit of information on what you're looking at. So definitely read over everything. This describes essentially where we derived these skills from and why it makes it so. And then we also give you a little quick overview on how to orient yourself to the app. There's a little video down here as well. So definitely read this stuff. It's very helpful. Now, in the next video, I'm going to explain exactly what you're looking at here, but I mean, it's really that simple. You have a professional profile that speaks directly to your military experience. We have your skills on the left. If you click on these and go into it, you get more detail, as well as your work experience. Now, this is translated to military to civilian terminology. So, Army Schoolhouse instructor at Fort Sam Houston, San Antonio. That translates to leadership, learning, and development instructor. And then we've populated your profile with bullet points that are very, very close to what the industry is looking at. Now, we recommend that you go in there and you provide a little bit more fidelity. I'll go into more detail on that in the next video. You can also add your awards, your training certificates, education. Definitely fill this stuff out. It's very simple. And then now we're going to go ahead and get to the aha moment. Export as a resume. And there you go. We have a professional resume that is actually created to the standard of the Cornell MBA resume. I was fortunate enough to go to business school after getting out of the military, and business school does a lot of things, but what they do very well is teach you how to sell yourself professionally and how to create a professional resume. Why is Purepost important, especially the professional profile? In the private sector, you have several industries, and all those industries have different job titles, different job descriptions, different even definitions at times. What what is becoming more of the norm, and where the private sector is moving towards, is really towards these skills. And so, yeah, we translate your job title, job description. We provide some bullet points, and like I said, I'll go into more detail on that later. But really, these skills, which you can see right here, as well as what we do is we actually provide every skill that you acquired over your military career. So, I mean, there's a plethora of skills that I acquired just in those three duty positions. The private sector is really moving more towards skills, transparency, and eventually skills mapping to job positions. So this is the bread and butter of Purepost. This is 100% without a doubt what I walked away with from my military career. This this is different than other professional profiles out there in the sense that it wasn't something that I stated that I obtained, or it wasn't something that somebody endorsed me for. This is actually what I walked away with, these skills. So, again, pretty simple. We provide a resume that is definitely to the professional standard, and you can walk away and do whatever you want with this. It's free. And yeah, thanks for listening and viewing this demonstration. Feel free to PM Pure Post at our Facebook page, Pure Post for Vets, and you can also send any messages to info@purepost.co. Thank you for your time, and thank you for your service.